watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio. I'm Roy Rosell.
And I'm David Preston on this Friday, July 7th. In reference to our top breaking news story yesterday about the Nye County Sheriff's Office captain, News 25 has received some important new updates. Roy Rosell has this story.
The Nye County Sheriff's Office has placed Captain David Borkowicz on paid administrative leave due to previous allegations and an ongoing criminal investigation. The captain was placed on leave Thursday, July 6th, and is prohibited from conducting sheriff's business, wearing his uniform, or possessing county intelligence or any other information, according to a sourced email that Sheriff Joe McGill allegedly sent to his staff at the Sheriff's Office. KPVM News 25 attempted to contact the captain, but the call went straight to his voicemail and he did not respond to a recorded message as of yet. Information retained from the Las Vegas Review-Journal stated the State Department of Public Safety's office and the FBI allegedly turned the investigation over to former Sheriff Sharon Worley, who reportedly gave him a promotion instead of firing him. Sheriff Joe McGill reportedly said that the grand jury is expected to start on July 17th, though he says he has not been notified of the charges being considered. According to officials, Captain David Borkowicz had been notified that the FBI was investigating him. News 25 will provide ongoing updates as this story develops. Well, Nevada is taking another step in the direction of becoming the entertainment capital of the world, especially with some of the new permits that some casinos in Las Vegas have received. Visitors to Las Vegas will soon have places to legally smoke weed, as Nevada regulators have issued the state's first 3 conditional licenses for cannabis consumption lounges. The Nevada Cannabis Control Board issued 2 licenses to businesses in the Las Vegas Valley, and the remaining permit was issued for a lounge to be located in Washoe County in the northern corner of Nevada. With their conditional licenses in hand, after approval by the board at the meeting on June 20th, the lounges can finish planning and constructing their sites to prepare for opening. Co-CEO of Planet 13 says that receiving this confirmation from the state allows them to move on to the final design and continue the build-out of their consumption lounge. Planet 13 is a dispensary complex near the Las Vegas Strip that received one of the 2 licenses issued in Clark County. They also say that this consumption lounge will be a huge step to unlocking the full potential of the Superstore as a cannabis destination. It will give customers the ability to try out products before buying, watch live entertainment, and enjoy food and drinks in a social setting that matches Planet 13's experimental design standard. Representatives of the vertically integrated cannabis firm says that they plan to submit their plans to Clark County in the upcoming weeks for a review by the county officials that could take several months. Neither Planet 13 nor Thrive Cannabis Marketplace, the second business to receive the Cannabis Consumption Lounge permit in Clark County, have set an expected opening date. Thrive hopes to open their lounge on Sammy Davis Jr. Boulevard just in time for the cannabis industry trade show in late November. At its June 20th meeting, the CCB also amended their air quality regulations for cannabis consumption lounges by reducing the required number of air exchanges per hour in smoking areas from 30 to 20 exchanges per hour and from 20 to 6 exchanges per hour in non-smoking areas. The change will allow for a greater flexibility in air ventilation requirements for cannabis consumption lounges, further reducing the barriers of entry for all potential licenses, including social quality applicants, according to the board.
Hoover Dam will be closing soon for repairs, and there are some upcoming road closures that might impact any traveling you do in the month of July. Rory has the details.
The Hoover Dam is expected to close for a week due to maintenance and repairs. The closure will begin on Monday, July 19th, and the Interstate 11 repairing will start on July 11th. It is expected to take around 3 weeks. Following that project, the Route 172's repaving will start on July 24th. and it'll last around 2 weeks. For more information or specific details, you can visit nvroads.com or .nv.gov. Well, a man was recently arrested after placing drugs and advertisement for his narcotic sales on a public social media platform. RJ Camacho has this story.
On June 15th, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to Irene's Casino due to a report of drugs being found at the location. Upon arrival, deputies contacted an employee who stated they found a card taped to the door with a white substance inside. According to the declaration of arrest, on the outside of the card there was a QR code, which, when scanned, takes you to a Telegram page. The card also featured a Instagram handle as well. Officers then investigated the Instagram page, where they stated they allegedly observed several stories advertising the promotion of narcotic sales. The Instagram page allegedly featured various posts containing different types of narcotics. One post pictured a white powdery substance. Another post featured 2 pictures of clear baggies containing an unknown white substance. And there was also a post allegedly featuring white pills. More posts on the app allegedly featured the sales of marijuana as well, including posts that featured 2 marijuana pre-rolls, allegedly captioned fire pre-rolls, 1.2 grams, 10 a pop. Another post also contained one of the containers allegedly held a golden sticky substance that deputies identified as marijuana wax. On June 29th, deputies were conducting a routine patrol when they observed a pickup truck that was identified through dispatch to be Noah Cooley's. While applying for a search warrant of Noah's residence, Noah allegedly left the area in a silver vehicle and a traffic stop was conducted. During the traffic stop, Noah was placed into custody and transported to the Nye County Detention Center. After the search warrant was approved, deputies began searching Noah's residence. While searching Noah's room, officers allegedly found 10 small rubber containers, and inside 5 of the containers was the gold sticky substance identified as marijuana wax. Officers also allegedly found a fake Nevada identification card, printouts of the identification card, a laminator, and other devices used to manufacture fake identification cards. As officers kept searching the room, they also allegedly found small plastic bags used to promote narcotic sales on both the Instagram and Telegram pages, and $1,193 in cash, which, according to the declaration of arrest, was consistent in the sales of narcotics. Noah Cooley has been charged with possession of a Scheduled 1 or 2 controlled substance, possession of a Scheduled 1 or 2 controlled substance with the intent to sell, and the possession, sale, or transfer of document or personal identifying information to establish false status or identity.
Well, if you're looking to donate blood this summer, we will have more details on that right after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
And welcome back. Terrible's The Gas Station Company is teaming up with the American Red Cross to help increase blood donations this summer. RJ has the details.
A Terrible's based out in Las Vegas is partnering with the American Red Cross of Southern Nevada to encourage blood donations during the summer when it is often challenging to maintain an adequate blood supply. According to the American Red Cross, during the summer, blood donations often decrease due to vacations, travel, and other seasonal activities. The decline in donations during the summer constrain the blood supply and pose potential challenges for those who are in need. In May of this year, Red Cross nationwide was reported to collect about 26,000 fewer blood donations than were needed to meet the demand of patients. In order to help assist the American Red Cross, Terrible's is donating 2,500 free Pony Express car washes and 2,500 free soft drinks to those who come to donate blood with the Red Cross during July. Those who donate blood during July will receive a coupon for the car wash and the medium fountain drink, which is redeemable at any Southern Nevada and Southern Utah locations while supplies last. The Red Cross supplies about 40% of the nation's blood. on average collecting about 12,500 blood donations and 3,000 platelet donations every day to meet demand. If you would like to donate or schedule an appointment, you can do so by using either the Red Cross Blood Donor app, visiting www.redcrossblood.org, or calling 1-800-RED-CROSS.
Well, here's a look at your sports report with Mikey Ruhan.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports. The Las Vegas Aviators in El Paso yesterday, they snuck past the Chihuahuas 4-2. Rematch tonight at 5:35 in Texas. Las Vegas Aces have now won 9 in a row. They beat the Dallas Wings on Wednesday night, 89-82. They meet again in Dallas today. The Golden Knights are the first team to have their names engraved in the Stanley Cup before their summer parties. NBA Con at Mandalay Bay kicks off today with appearances from NBA legends Jerry West, Trae Young, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And the Pahrump Valley Volleyball Camp is taking place July 18th through the 20th inside the Pahrump Valley High School Gymnasium. For more information, you can contact Coach V at vmontanez@nyschools.org. That's VMONTANEZ at nyschools.org. And that's your look at sports on News 25. Well, Mikey's back with what's coming up on Classic Country Breakfast this Sunday morning. Howdy. On the menu this week on Classic Country Breakfast, the Eagles announced their farewell tour. We'll show them some love. We'll celebrate Jeannie Seeley, born on July 6th, 1940. We'll celebrate Charlie Loven, born on July 7th, 1927. Also, born on July 8th, 1961, Toby Keith. And a new segment called Not an Oldie, But a Goodie will feature the music of Theo Lawrence. And William Lee Golden from the Oak Ridge Boys called the show this week to talk about his book, Behind the Beard, his family band, William Lee Golden and the Goldens, and he also tells the story on how the Oak Ridge Boys recorded Elvira.
First time we did that song on a stage was in Spokane, Washington. It was a big coliseum full of people there. We did the song in the middle of the show, didn't say anything about it, just dropped it into the middle of the show. We had rehearsed it that afternoon and sound check. And at the end of that song, that crowd went completely wild. I've never seen such an enthusiastic response, and they would not stop, just kept on and on.
Don't forget to check out ClassicCountryBreakfast.com and join me this Sunday morning at 8 for Classic Country Breakfast on Ace Country Radio. News 25 will be back with the health report after this commercial break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, on a hot day, you may get thirsty working in the yard or sweat while exercising or playing sports. But if you find yourself having trouble concentrating or feeling fatigued, you may be suffering from dehydration.
Some of the signs and symptoms can include headache, muscle aches, muscle cramps, some nausea, and maybe even dizziness and lightheadedness.
Dehydration happens when the body loses more fluid than it takes in. Cleveland Clinic's Dr. Tom Waters says to help prevent dehydration, it's important to hydrate before heading out into the heat. You'll also want to avoid caffeine and alcohol. When working outside on a hot day, it's best to drink 8 ounces of water every 15 to 20 minutes. If you feel heat stress coming on, Dr. Waters says immediately decrease the intensity and length of your activity. Heat cramps and heat exhaustion can be treated at home with fluids, rest, and air conditioning. But if you stop sweating, it's a sign you may be severely dehydrated, and it becomes a medical emergency if you start to feel confused or disoriented.
If one notices that they're starting to have any mental status changes or neurologic changes, that means you're moving into heat stroke. That is an acute life-threatening condition, and that needs to be addressed in your local closest emergency department.
Dr. Waters says dehydration can lead to heat stroke, which can even lead to organ failure or even death. So make sure you are drinking water before, during, and after activities in the heat.
In today's Rescue a Pet, country music singer-songwriter Lacey J. Dalton tells us about a wild horse rescue in northern Nevada called Chili Pepper.
Today's Rescue a Pet segment is brought to you by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
In about 2001 or 2, I decided with a friend of mine to form a foundation for wild horses. We called Let 'em Run. But the real work that gets done, a lot of the real hard work that gets done, is done by little mom and pop groups that have little sanctuaries here and there and everywhere. And those are the people we like to help. One of the groups we help is a group called Chili Pepper. That's ChillYpepper. And she is all by herself and probably gets more horses down the road. We just did a study on it about 2 months ago, on what groups were actually getting horses moved, rehomed and rehabilitated and rescued, and then moved down the road to forever homes. She had actually done about 4 times as much as almost anybody else we looked into. So we support her. Her name is Palomino Armstrong, and again, that group is Chili Pepper, as in cold, ChillYpepper.org. And I think you can get there with .com too. But she has a wonderful website, and you can see the work that she's trying to raise money right now. There have been 2 really starved mares and their babies that were going to go to slaughter, and one of the babies is brand new. It was born, during the time we were all trying to rescue these horses. So she's raising money right now to save these 2 big mares and the newborn baby and another young baby from going to slaughter.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
It's looking like sunny skies and hot weather this weekend. John has your weather forecast coming up next.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, worldwide on the local BTV app, the app you need on your phone, because you just do, and all up and down the Ace Country Radio Network. Hello, staring into the weekend. Let's take a look at the weather scores up in Fernley, 92 degrees, 95 out there in Fallon. Carson City, you're the cool spot. Congratulations. Wrestled the honors from Tonopah with a temperature today of 88 degrees. Tonopah, you tried hard at 89, and Goldfield, boy, you're in the mix at 90. 98 degrees out there in Beatty. They want it that way. Boy band reference. I think I got the wrong band, though. Amargosa, 103 degrees is your Hot Spot Award winner. Once again, perennial favorites. And out in Las Vegas, nipping at your heels at 102. Death Valley saw 113 degrees. Good time for a popsicle here in the Paradise of Pahrump. Let's take a look. Current temperature, 99 degrees. Not too bad. 100 degrees just a little bit earlier. We hit triple digits today. Congratulations to us. Winds out of the south to 11 miles per hour. Sun rose this morning in all its glory, hope and promise, at 5:33 a.m. Looks like we lost a minute of nighttime to the morning side of this equation, because setting this evening at 8:04. That was no different from yesterday. Low tonight, where are we heading to? 68 degrees under clear skies. Nice star watching tonight. If you get one of those reclining chairs, it helps the neck out immeasurably. And as we head on into the weekend, what can we expect? Sunshine, man, like crazy for the next 7 days. Winds about locked down to 12 miles per hour throughout the week. Sunday looks like it kicks up just a little bit. Temperatures gradually increasing from 102 on this side of the week to next Friday, when we peak out at 107 degrees. Boy, that's going to be a couple of hot weekends in a row. Look at that. Nothing but sunshine, nothing but love. All right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on the other side. Back to the desk. Here's David and Rory.
Thank you, John. Well, there's going to be sun, and we're all thinking about tomorrow because Movies in the Park is playing Annie at Petrick Park starting at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Well, that is going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Roy Rosell.
And I'm David Preston, and we'll see you on the next newscast.
Have a great weekend.